Okay, so I'm doing a voiceover with this because the audio isn't great on this video. So I tried playing this game called Don't Join that I ended up seeing accidentally. What I'm thinking is another game. Our character's really sad the whole time whenever we see him. Which makes me believe that where he is, well, the first thing we saw, subject 5 or 18 maybe, is how he's feeling. It's his mental state. He feels chained up and being tortured. The pain of grief. And then when we go to the other place where it says they're all trapped and there's a company NN and there's everyone trapped there, then I think that that is maybe a psychiatric place where people can get help. And saying like, oh, they found you. People are finding you to help you, but we don't want to ask for the help because we want to deal with the issue of grief ourselves. Because we lost our best friend, David. Not David, we're David, I think. We lost our best friend who died, and we buried them in the barn. But their spirit still haunts us. The idea of them not being here still haunts us, and that's why he chases after us and kills us, because I think it's him doing that. And that's why the barn looks destroyed. And that's why when you're at the picture of the friend and our character, and they look happy, it says you shouldn't have seen that, because he doesn't want other people, like, he's dealing with the idea his friend died. And that's why when we're in his mental state, which is probably his home space, which is their world, Atomic's world. I'm saying his, so it might be a her or they. When we're in Atomic's world, that's why we see the character spawn constantly and the sky goes red and everything starts spinning, because we're dealing with the idea of grief. And whenever we see something that resembles them, then we get chucked back down in there. The idea they can't move on, and that's why then they have nightmares. Because they can't get past it, and that's why it says you think you're awake, you're trapped. They're trapped in the idea of grief. They're not fully awake because they're still thinking about the past and about their friend, and they can't move on from it, and they can't enjoy their life because of it, maybe. I think that's the main point, if I'm honest. I think one of the main points is grief. But there's also another thing, and that is the idea of the moon. Because in the nightmare there was a moon, and then on Kiriku's account there's the moon, and on the worlds it says, oh, there's the moon, or something like that. And they keep referencing the moon, and Kirikou has the moon next to him or her on their account on Roblox, and saying this is a dream, wake up, wake up, wake up, boy, you're here. It's not a dream, they're gone. But that's what Kiriku's thing is. And then it shows the moon, which is atomic, making me think. On the world it says, is that you atomic? And it's not atomic. It's the thought of atomic. Kirikou is David. Kirikou is the main guy who we're following, I think, and they're dealing with the grief of losing their friend, Atomic. Ever. I don't know what they're. I think that's how it is, maybe, because they have the moon in their shoulder, and the moon is atomic, and they're scared of the moon. Yeah, is that atomic arrow? Is that atomic arrow? Is that atomic arrow? They're scared of the moon. And when they sometimes, and then some other times when they see the moon, they just go, oh, it's the moon. You shouldn't be seeing it. Like, there's nothing here. So they're trying to move on from losing their friend. Kirikou is David, trying to move on from losing their friend, Noob, which is atomic error. But they can't, and that's why the moon is over their shoulder, because atomic is always over their shoulder, because they can't move on. And that's why all of the worlds that Kiryu has are 2 worlds, a question mark and the exclamation mark. The question mark is at the moon, and the exclamation mark is also referencing the moon. It's around the concept of they are scared of probably forgetting their friend, and they're scared of losing them by moving on, so they don't move on. They're trapped and they're never truly awake because they're constantly grieving about their friend. Does that make any sense? I think that's what it is. I think that's the reference. And the reason why I think it's Kirikou who's that is because of the moon, but also because totally not Hacker 42, the name of Kirikou is totally not Kirikou 42. So I believe that is the ARG. So, said it straightly, Kirikou deals with the passing of their friend. Kirikou, who's David, deals with the passing of their friend, who's Atomic, and they're besties. But then Atomic dies, and they don't know how to deal with that. So they have this whole situation of the worlds basically showing how they are still dealing with that grief. So how they feel trapped like other people, how they don't want to access help, they gotta run away from help because they don't want to forget their friend. How they miss their friend, and sometimes that can even be scary, the idea of forgetting their friend. And how constantly their friend is looking over their shoulder because they can never truly escape the shadow of the friend they lost. It's then making them go insane. That's what I think anyways. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if any more things come out of the algae, it's been recently updated. If anything else comes out, I'd be really interested to see what direction it goes, but that is my idea at this point in time. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.